That's the name of the game.
One more for Chalmers. Turnover on the audio guy who started the music while Chalmers was shooting. Don't do that to me at home. Next Sunday, 1 week from tonight, music's biggest stars, Ty Burrell, Julie Bowen from Modern Family, going to host it from the Vegas Strip. It's live. Billboard Music Awards next Sunday in primetime here on your ABC station. Wade sits with 21. He leads all scorers in the game.
Now Hansbrough has come into the game for the Pacers. First half, excellent production, 8 points. He's matched up with Battier.
Didn't miss a shot. 4 for 4 for Tyler in that first half.
Well, Miami fronting the post, guys, Mike, you got to show us something here. You got to get in a better passing angle. If you go foul line down out wide, you can get a better passing angle to the man who's fronted.
After LeBron's ninth rebound, Miller an attack on the glass. James kept it alive but couldn't score. 3-on-3, Collison right at Chalmers over Battier, banging a bucket. Darren Collison.
You have to love this little guy. Come on, he's only 6 foot. He's super quick, but when he gets in the paint, he has this incredible touch of shooting his floater and knocking it down as he gets hit.
Talking a double-digit score in the regular season, Darren Collison coming to the line when we come back to Miami.
Of over 20 brands of cars being sold in America today, there is one company that goes further. Ford. There is one company that stands out with new cars and new technologies. With plug-in hybrids projected to take you over 100 mpge and gas vehicles with innovative EcoBoost engines, combining power and efficiency.
Hubie, the MVP, has stepped it up with Chris Bosh out 8 in this third quarter.
Now just keep an eye on this. That's the first time that they didn't trap. Now, but what happens? Good rotation down below. He gets the pass for his 5th assist. Now right here you can see on the drive, Hibbert could not go for the shot block. Now once we get down inside here, yeah, you're too late getting to him. He's feeling it. There is another assist. So right now, everything is opening up for LeBron.
You know, this was in the Miami paper this morning, and we see LeBron so often. Right. But when you look at it, it's just worth stopping and appreciating the accomplishments of James to start his career. 8-time All-Star, the scoring champ. He'll be first-team All-NBA again. That'll be a 6th time. The defensive awards will come out. He was 4th in the voting there, so he'll probably be first-team All-D again. An astonishing 9-year career, but the obvious one that's missing is NBA title. Has not won an NBA championship. Only a few MVPs. Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Allen Iverson have won that individual honor without the team glory. And you know, all tried desperately to do it. LeBron is in that boat. Could be in there for another month and a half. Could be in there for longer. The story of the next month and a half here in the playoffs. On the steal, here come the Pacers and Collison again. In because George Hill has 5 fouls and doing a good job. Hansbrough had West for a second. West guarded by Joel Anthony down low. Going to be tough out of the corner here for Paul George, guarded by Mike Miller. Got a step baseline. Oh, he attacked the basket hard, and they're going to call an offensive foul.
Well, the angle was there. The opening was there, and now watch the defender come right in there and take it. Now he's outside the circle. You got to give it to him because he's taking a charge. And we told you that Miami is one of the top teams in the league in taking charges, 155 during that short season.
3 on George. And one thing you've always pointed out, Hubie, boy, you got to be a real man to step in there and take that kind of charge of a guy flying at you.
Flying at you is right.
James on the pitch up. Battier for 3. James got the rebound and the miss. James said, I got an assist there.
Right now, LeBron James is coming together. He's got the 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists going right now.
Hansbrough on the turn and shoot. First miss. Miami for the lead again with 90 seconds to go. Third quarter of game 1. Eric Spoelstra very unhappy. Thought he had a hit ahead. His team did not recognize.
Now they trapped LeBron twice that time. See, I like that. You can't let him get to the rim.
Granger, tough defense. LeBron's got to take a tough one. Well defended. Here's Granger on the run out. They're trying to stop him there, and he deserves the 2 free throws he's going to get on this end for his work on that end.
Absolutely. All of a sudden now, since the last time out, Indiana defense has really picked up. Now, they soft trapped right there. Now they trap him hard, and they force him into a reverse move. Now, once he goes back outside here now, remember we told you, 2 excellent teams in forcing turnovers and then getting out in the open floor.
Here'll be one more coming for Danny Granger. He has spent his entire 7-year career with the Pacers out of New Mexico. He played his first 2 years of college ball at Bradley. And Granger was an all-star back in 2009. He scored 26 points a game, but that was the old story of a guy scoring points on a bad team.
Bad team.
Somebody had to score points. His points have gone down as this team has gotten better, but he hasn't been an ego guy. He's sacrificed shots for the sake of the whole team.
That's right. He's still a #1 shot attempt guy on the team, except he doesn't force anything. What I'd like to see him do is continue to attack the rim, force LeBron to work, and force their rotations.
Career 18-point-a-game scorer, Danny Granger, at 29 years old. Wade on the drive. Hansborough had hands on it, but Wade got it back and gets up to 23 points.
Yeah, see, that was too easy. Hansborough's got to make Wade pay for that. You got to go in there and go at him strong.
And Wade and James have stepped it up this third quarter without Bosh. Granger is fouled on the pass, but that's the second in the last 2 minutes.
Right. This is the part of the game that you like for him, Mike, and that's the slashing part of the game. He can get to the line. Now, Dwayne Wade has really picked it up in the last 2 quarters. He's going strong to the rim. I thought that time the 2 blue shirts for Indiana could have cupped him and definitely prevented him from splitting and getting to the rim.
There's the Granger story as he's picked it up here in this second half. It had been, going back including regular season games, nearly 5 years since Danny Granger didn't scratch in a half.
As you go through this series, Indiana, during the year, gets to the foul line 26 times a game. That's the 3rd best in the league. So when you're looking at this, you say, oh, the referees are balancing things out. No, they are attacking the painted area.
See if Miami gets a 2 for 1 here. Wade guarded by Barbosa. Helped by Amundsen. They left Anthony free. You can play off of Joel Anthony, but you got to find them after the pass, and they did.
I like the way that Indiana did not fold here, Mike. Come on. They were a little shaky in the first 5 minutes of this quarter, but they've rallied back defensively, and now things are starting to happen at the offensive end.
4.6 the difference. Game and shot clock. No fouls to give. Allison over Battier, no. Anthony's got the rebound. The Miami take the lead after 3. Battier launching into the quarter. All even at 70. The Heat have not hit a three-pointer in this game. A quarter where they were led by Wade and James. LeBron and Dwayne had 20 of the Miami 28 in the third quarter. New game at 70, and the fourth quarter comes your way in the NBA playoffs on ABC. Continue after this message and a word from your ABC station.
Prometheus has landed.
If you're going down there, you're going to die.
It's Christmas, and I want to open my presents. Ho, ho, ho!
From Ridley Scott.
Whatever that probe is picking up,
It's right outside the ship this summer.
Changing.
No matter what happens, I can't bring it back home with us.
Don't run.
Get it out of me, please!
Pray.
Kill everything. Do you copy me?
Prometheus in IMAX 3D and Real D 3D. Rated R.
I'm Philippe Kahn, and I created the camera phone.
I'm Ray Kurzweil.
Our building, that's what we can ask for.
All right, thanks for your time. Bye.
All right, Lisa, thanks. Fourth quarter begins all even at 70 with LeBron and Wade on the floor. If you're just joining us, Chris Bosh, abdominal strain into the first half, out for the rest of the game. Miami turns it over to start the quarter, Jimmy.
Right, Miami, that quarter, Mike, outscored Indiana in the paint 18-4. Second chance points, and then also off the dribble.
David West, along with Granger, the two starters out there for the Pacers. Barbosa, hard hit. As Battier went up in the air, committed the foul, and free throws are coming for Leandro.
Now, in games 2 through the rest of this series, Indiana has got to decide what they're going to do about the fronting of the post. Miami continues to front them. When a guy fronts you in the post, just move up the foul line, just move up the line, and then allow the area so that you can either drive the baseline or pass me the ball on a lob to the side of the rim or to the side of the board.
This for Barbosa. Leandro Barbosa, who plays with his second unit. Remember, when he was in Phoenix with Steve Nash, many were expecting him to become the heir apparent, the backup point guard, but he was a lead guard. Scoring is in his DNA as opposed to distributing.
Absolutely. He's a off guard, and you have to just live with the fact. And that's just surprising because he's usually good on the line.
He's been poor in these playoffs, though. Just 3 of 8 shooting free throws, including those 2 misses. James, no. Joel Anthony to the weak side forward. Gives Miami a 2-point lead.
Now, see, they're wearing them out right now. That's their 14th point, their 13th offensive rebound, and their 14th point and second chance point. Miami is not a good offensive rebounding team.
Out here on the screen, it's going to be Wade called for the foul. It's the first foul on any of the big 3 here tonight.
Now keep a look to the right of the screen. Now if you're going to rotate over, come on, you have to rotate down from the top. So you say, well, Hubie, that's not my job. If LeBron comes down, I'm going to leave my man, get over there, and then pick him up. Well, then the guards have got to rotate down and rebound.
2 early fouls on the Heat. Barbosa, the baseline drive.
Oh, well, you can keep smacking him around, and he will continue at that pace.
Wade on the take, goes right at West, and draws the foul, and that's 3 on West.
LeBron James and Wade are going at you now in the second half. Every time that they're dribbling, they're going right into you and forcing the contact. He's going to go right in there. He gets away with a kick with his lead leg into the defender who was rotating for the block.
West is asking, what did I do?
Yeah, right.
I know we're new to the playoffs in the second round. It's been since '05, but I've been in this league. I had a team with Chris Paul that was a win away from the Western Finals.
That's right.
Hubie, we talked to Dwayne Wade right before LeBron got his MVP award yesterday, and you look at the numbers for those 2 today, and I thought Dwayne was great because he said what's different this year with LeBron is his leadership. He's become the leader of this team. And I said to Dwayne, wait a minute. If they're going to build statues of players in this organization, it's Alonzo Mourning, then you, second in that order to this point. And he said, no, I've won. When Bosh came and James came, this is what I signed up for. Not to be all about me, to be about championships and titles. And I give him a lot of credit for ceding some of that leadership and spotlight to LeBron. Trap on West. Corner 3, Collison. Shot clock at 3. Great rotation, turns it over.
Yeah, see, Collison does not want the 3. Collison that time should have attempted the 3. He only takes 1 a game. And he's a good shooter. He shoots it at 36%. You can't pass down the open shots against a good defensive team that's rotating hard. And just keep an eye on this. And watch this pass. See, you got to have spacing. Good ball fake. Now, shoot the shot. Catch and shoot.
Especially with the quickness that these guys close with on their rotations. Great spin by Wade. Couldn't finish. Anthony, he has been terrific on the glass again. See some of the reasons. Joel Anthony was signed by Miami for 5 years. Lob to the Wade on Barbosa. Granger comes away with it for the Pacers, the 3rd best team in the East this year with the 4th best road record in the NBA. Hansbrough and Battier are fighting. Battier is called for the foul. That's 3 team fouls on Miami in the first 2:13 of the quarter.
So you can front the post guy with your back into his chest, or you can front him and then play him for the pass. And you can see, just keep an eye on this now at the bottom of your screen. Battier's trying to fight over the top. Now, once he gets in front right here, that's where the contact is called.
There's nothing to do with one guy being from Duke, one guy being from Carolina, right? Nothing at all, huh? Well, Mike Dunleavy, former Pacer, former teammate of Hansborough, hit him late in the year and busted up his face. Tyler had to play with a mask for a while. Collison triple. He's off. Rebound by Anthony. The teams are only 3 of 17 shooting threes in this game. James.
Now that was a tough shot. Mainly because the defense was right there, forced them to change the release on that shot.
Miami's largest lead of the afternoon. The Ranger tries to triple. Quick shot. James, here goes the freight train, wants to get it moving, and Granger sensed it, took the foul 30 feet away, and the fans recognize the Stars leading the comeback here.
They're going right at you. There's no doubt about it. Both of them are saying we're going to score every time down the floor. Now this is just great. How about this move right there? As I'm going down, I release the shot because the defender took away the lane to the rim. Indiana needs a good defensive stop and a fast break to get out in the open floor and make something happen.
Good hang by Wade. Vogel may need a timeout here as Miami's taking it up to 6. Second half points for LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, leading Miami to a 6-point lead.
PG-13. It's finally here. A Taco Supreme in a shell made of real nacho cheese Doritos. And yes, it's everything you dreamed it could be. The new Doritos Locos Tacos. Sometimes you gotta live más.
There are those who do. They're fearless. Up for the challenge, unwilling to rest. And we build the computers that fuel their creations. Lenovo. For those who do.
I guess I'll be okay.
I'm calling the studio, Matthew. You're not shooting today.
He bought it. Life is packed with things you have to do.
But sometimes you gotta live a little.
Home for 2 years for LeBron James and the first ever MVP for the Heat. LeBron joining this elite list. Now 8 men have won 3 or more and humbled to join this group.
I'm still not understanding why my name is in there. You know, I'm a historian of the game. You know, like I said, if I wasn't watching those guys live when I was younger, you know, I was reading about them. If I couldn't read about them, then I would try to catch them on, you know, the classic games. And every last guy on that list, I got an opportunity to watch play in some way, shape, or form. You know, just to see my name on that list is like, wow, it's breathtaking.
Getting defensive help from Joel Anthony there. There's his mom, Gloria, who was here on this Mother's Day weekend. LeBron singling out. She was 17 years old when she had LeBron's single-parent household, no income. LeBron's quote, "I had no idea how she did what she did to keep me happy, keep shoes on my feet, keep food on the table, keep the house warm at night in the wintertime." And then on this Mother's Day, the special day for all moms, and LeBron's so appreciative of how, as a single mom, she sacrificed and has given him the opportunity to grow into one of the elite stars in NBA history, seeking that first title. Shot clock at 4.7. Indiana in the danger zone. Hibbert back in. Barbosa not afraid of taking important playoff shots.
He's a guy that wants the basketball, loves the pressure. You have to give Spoelstra a lot of credit because he's rotated Anthony and Turiev. They have 12 points and 8 rebounds in this game.
James in a very comfortable rhythm now. James and Wade have 28. The Pacers have 26 in this second half. Roger Hibbert, Battier, the great cerebral defender, uses that athleticism.
Yeah, you can't go with one hand.
James to the basket. And he'll come to the line.
Right now, there's a frustration with the Indiana players that are on the court. There's frustration at the offensive end, but then at the defensive end, all of a sudden now, there are paths to the rim for Wade and LeBron. They're just exploding, splitting the rotation down on the baseline and getting to the front of the rim.
Hibbert has 5. Hill has 5, starting center and point guard. And Hill is going to come back in for Darren Collison. Story of this game, Bosch goes out right at the half. Pacers lead by 6. Miami has ratcheted it up on both ends. And one guy who's won the finals MVP, and one guy who's won 3 regular season MVPs have taken over the game. James tried to draw the foul with David West. LeBron pointing to his shoulder, says it hurts. Barbosa comes back to the line. He attacks the rim with a fearlessness.
Mike, the fronting of the post people. West was trying to post up on the left side. He gets LeBron with an elbow as you're fighting for position. But give Miami a ton of credit. They force the post-up people out higher than where they want to be. Then they're doing an excellent job on the pick and rolls by forcing the dribbler out and forcing him to pick up his dribble.
Now, Bosa has missed all 3 of his free throw attempts here today. Here's James again.
Now they're fighting down inside. He was going to fight. He catches him with that left forearm. Now when guys are fighting for position, that can happen at any time.
Barbosa, a good shooter, only to the line 33 times in the regular season. Made 25 of those free throws, but 3 of 9 in the 6 playoff games so far.
And the reason this is so out of character, they are an excellent foul shooting team. As a team, they shoot at 78%.
Lead is 7. Indiana led for all but 30 seconds of the first half. It's going to go the other way. Found Joel Anthony, and his illegal screen will give the ball to the Pacers.
Now, I'd like to see the Pacers work through Hibbert down inside. Get him involved now that he's back in the game.
You want him to shoot or just go through him?
No, yeah, go through him with the pass and then let him, if they're not going to double team, let him take Anthony down inside.
George goes to the rim and attacks. Hibbert on the rebound and the putback.
Remember, we tell you now, he's doing a great job when guys miss. He comes for that second shot putback.
With a quiet second half for Hibbert in foul trouble. James given space. He's dribbling to open space, and Indiana didn't give him that area in the first half.
No, you're absolutely right, Mike. He's getting now a 3 to 4 foot cushion anytime that he changes direction off the dribble.
George only 1 of 3 from the field. Here they are playing through Hibbert. Clock at 5. Battier waiting to double. Hibbert goes left.
You got to make it happen because Anthony's given him too much size. He's trying to front them. Just get the passer angle below the foul line extended so you can get him the ball.
I love watching games with you.
No,
you know what's good. No, you're the best.
No, I love it when guys can score in the post, but you want to see them get the ball.
Oh, James got his own miss. Could go the other way? Yes, offensive foul on James. And that is LeBron's first foul of the afternoon.
Now, LeBron was very active. Just keep an eye on the shot. He's going to come right down inside. Now watch the shot go up. All right, no problem with that call.
Next loose ball or foul on the defensive end on the Heat will put them over the limit. No team foul on that offensive on LeBron. 5-point Miami lead. 6:20 left. Tight game 1 on Mother's Day 2012.
I'm LeBron James of the Miami Heat, and I want to wish all the mothers in this world a happy Mother's Day.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
What to expect when you're expecting Totally Delivered.
Pregnancy sucks. Scare Bear, I'm sorry. All I want to do is hardest punch in the face.
You're doing great.
With lots of laughs, heart, and a terrific ensemble of actors at their best.
We love being dads.
You don't know true love till you wipe someone's butt.
It's the mother of all comedy.
I want that Padron.
No, you said that would just be the crazy talking.
Oh. Get me the juice.
What to expect when you're expecting.
I'm gonna need evidence that I had these.
Rated PG-13 starts Friday.
So what kind of car should I get? New or used? Used.
Now at Autotrader.com, compare new and used cars and even special offers. So when you find the right car, there won't be any doubt in your mind. Autotrader.com, the ultimate automotive marketplace.
Hey, it's me again. Since I became part of that McCafe frozen strawberry lemonade at McDonald's, life's gotten better. People call me Citrus Limon. Out of respect, women pucker up when they see me. I can even laugh when someone refers to an exploding television as a lemon. You gotta get some of that icy lemon swirl with the sweet taste of strawberries before it's gone. Hey, ever heard of sharing? The simple joy of being a lemon.
If you've ever used a smartphone, you were a beta tester. Like her.
Hey, guys. Hey, how's Carl? When my test phone doesn't update me with my friend's latest status, I'm not just being thoughtless, I'm making smartphones better.
Great job. We gave the beautifully different Nokia Lumia 900 with Windows Phone live tiles to give you personalized information.
Sunday, June 3rd, 8, 7 Central on ABC.
We got to kill them on the glass. They're hurting us on the glass a little bit. We got to win those battles.
This is a defensive unit right here, guys. We got to overwhelm them with our size, rebounding, get some in the open court. We got to hold these guys down to 30% this quarter. Show them what it's like in our building in the fourth quarter.
Wow, that speaks to the mindset. That's asking a lot in the playoffs. I'm going to hold you to 30% in this quarter defensively.
Yeah, but they're playing on a high right now. You have to remember, Miami at the offensive end, 12, of their 16 field goals have come in the paint. They're whipping Indiana in the paint.
Hill and Hibbert both have 5 fouls. West sets a second screen. Hill's got to take the 3. Hasn't taken a shot in a long time, and Hibbert was held by Turiaf. And at the 6-minute mark, the loose ball foul will put Indiana in the bonus. And the Pacers need points because their best scorers are not doing it. Danny Granger, Paul George, 2 of 10 combined here today.
Yeah, they're 2 key guys, not only at the offensive end, but at the defensive end. And we all know in basketball, when you're scoring the ball, you play better defensively, you have more energy, and you're up in there making the extra plays. And unfortunately, as this game has moved on from the third quarter to the fourth, we're not seeing that. And you're still in this game. You make this foul shot right now, you're right there. But the defense has got to buckle up and cut off the seams where Wade and LeBron are taking you to the rim.
Wade and LeBron joined by Mario Chalmers, Shane Battier, and Ronny Turiaf, who's in for Chris Bosh, who left right before halftime with an abdominal strain. Will not return. Wade used the window.
Well, you have to go now, and then go because Wade is way behind.
Will Granger look for his shot? 1 of 7 here today, Danny Granger. Cut off by LeBron. Finds Hibbert. Got Turiaf to commit. Clock at 7. Granger on the go. Hibbert couldn't hang in the air long enough. Who touched it last? Pacer ball.
Well, I like the fact that no one forced the shot there. Because there was a lot of dribbling, a lot of passing, getting the ball back, and then Hibbert made a strong move. Now, just right here, he went up there, he just could not get the tap.
David West inside.
There you go. That's a offensive guy who's a proven scorer, foul line down. He can take the contact and muscle you right to the rim.
Efficient game for West. 10 shots for 17 points, as you see there. 8 of the last 10 scored by the number 3 seed, the 42-win Pacers. Trailing the 46-win Heat by 2. Both teams won their opening round series in 5. Wade got bumped by George. While 4 on Paul George.
Now, they played him perfectly for 2 different areas. But then once when he went down in there and made that spin, he gets the contact. But that's because he's saying, I'm not going to give up the ball. I'm having an excellent night getting to the foul line. and I was 11 for 12 on the line, so I'm confident there.
Wade, who had a high of 25 in that first round series against the Knicks. When Dwayne Wade took the floor today, it became the 18th series he's played in the postseason for the Miami Heat. As you look at his numbers through the year, and in round one, Wade passed Alonzo Mourning for the most series played by a Miami player. This is team record 93rd playoff game. Heat by 4, 5 to go. Game 1 here in Miami. Game 2 is Tuesday. We head to the Heartland for games 3 and 4 Thursday and Sunday. 3 for 3. Hill knocks it down. 1-point game.
Now, that's his shot. He's a high percentage three-point shooter, and he will stop on a dime and take it. Just go back to when he was playing in San Antonio. That's his area behind the three-ball line.
And the overtime game in the Orlando series, he took the big shots. James got a step right at Hibbert, fouled him out. 6 on Hibbert. He is gone.
Big thing with Hibbert, though, he had to go for it. He had to make the move. You say, well, you're going to let LeBron go in and dunk on you? No. Because that's the mentality of their team.
You hear the house boo. They gave it to George, not Hibbert.
Oh, well, thank goodness.
That's 5 on George.
Right here. You're going to see it right there. They could have called it on either guy because both guys got a piece of it.
Well, Indiana got a break. Because what George did was not a foul. So George, Hibbert, and Hill all have 5 personals. Hibbert stays in the game with 4.5 to go, but George is one of your better scorers, although quiet tonight, now has 5 as well.
Now, Indiana's been consistent since the opening tap. They're not going to let you get an uncontested layup if someone is close by. They're going to challenge the shot, force you to make the foul.
Problem is they're going to lose their best players by doing that.
Well, that's how they play.
Yep, you're right. And they'll go to those other guys and trust them in their rotation. A 3 for George. Off the heel, chased down by Chalmers. Here's James.
When people miss threes, you have to go and get the long rebound. But more important, 2 guards have got to be back when that shot goes up.
Here is Granger, checked his feet, missed the 3. Hibbert on the tip, no. The last 18 Miami points have been scored by LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. They rise as James goes to the basket and Hibbert denies him. Here's George running with Hill. George with a step. Blocked by Wade. Great chase down by Dwayne.
That was nonchalant. The ball should have been passed and you had a layup.
Battier's free out here. Didn't get it to him yet. And George recovers. Shot clock at 10. Wade sizing up West. Wants to take him from the elbow. Rebound West. 3:10 to go. 5-point game.
Right now, when they look at this film, meaning the Indiana Pacers, they've had so many fast break opportunities today where they have not made the proper decision for the easy shot.
Chalmers picks up the foul. That is his 5th. 3 throws coming for the Pacers after this timeout.
Now, when that ball rebounds out long, come on, you have to rotate back. This is the most critical time of the game. This is just a strong move, and you know that either Wade or LeBron is going to be running the outside lane. Now keep an eye in the middle of your picture. Here's a bad decision, and there is a great play.
What hustle. Wow.
Hulk smash.
The Avengers is one of the best reviewed movies of the year and is the #1 box office opening of all time.
Stark, you seeing this? It's kind of hard to miss.
The Avengers, rated PG-13, now playing.
जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो.
Lately, we've been ordering a lot of cheesy bread from other places.
And what we found? Under-cheesing is rampant. You look at this.
A little bit of cheese with a whole lot of bread.
We were one of the worst offenders. You know, what we said is, how do we make cheesy bread better? How do we make it special? Stuff it with cheese.
It's got as much cheese as our medium pizza.
I wanted people to jump rope with their cheese.
Or you could eat it, which I would recommend.
Order any of our new stuffed cheesy breads or medium 2-topping pizzas. Choose any two for just $5.99 each.
Introducing a powerful weapon in your fight against bugs, Ortho Home Defense Max. With a new continuous spray wand and a fast-acting formula, so you can kill bugs inside and keep bugs out, guaranteed. Ortho Home Defense Max.
What we created here, what we achieved here, what we learned here, and what we pioneered here, all goes here. The One, the Accord, smarter thinking from Honda.
Let's take back the kingdom.
The season finale.
He dies, so do you.
That will transform Storybrooke forever.
Magic is coming.
ABC's Once Upon a Time. The season finale tonight at 8/7 Central.
Hey kids, you want to be a star? Hustle. Look at this. 20-foot head start that Paul George had. Dwayne Wade put his head down, charged, and got that patented LeBron chase down block. And Hubie, these guys on the offensive end have scored the last 8 teams for Miami.
Well, when you think about it, LeBron James had 6 points at halftime. He had 22 points in the second half. And Wade has 16 in the second half, but their defense has also been excellent.
They have 38 of the Miami 48 points in this half. Joel Anthony's the only other player to score in this fourth quarter. And as Chris Bosh has come out, and let's take you back, if you weren't with us right before the first half, the abdominal strain that he suffered on this drive.
Now this is just a strong move. Unfortunately, when Hibbert went for him, he caught his right arm and pulled him back as he was extending to dunk the ball. Now, in spite of all of this, we look up at the clock, it's a 5-point game, okay?
With Paul George coming to the line for 2 free throws here for Indiana. Both teams over the limit. And Indiana's free throw shooting has hurt them. UB told you, very good free throw shooting team normally, Larry Bird's crew. 3rd best in the league. They've missed 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, this is the pressure of the moment. There's no doubt about it. Anytime that your team is a 78% foul shooting team, you know that it's pressure.
Chalmers, Anthony, and Battier, along with LeBron and D-Wade.
Two-man basketball.
George with 5 fouls. West thinking about coming. Comes for the double. LeBron patient. No good. Hibbert goes up and gets the rebound. Pacers can cut it to 2 or 1.
Say, Anthony was right up in there again.
Frank Vogel keeps calling sets from the sideline when the Pacers come up here to the half court. They're using their plan.
Clear out here for West.
Over Battier. Good defense by Shane. James came over to help. And only 5 on the shot clock.
When West made that one-on-one move by coming into the middle of the floor, LeBron, see where LeBron is right at the top of your picture. He's one of the best that we've ever had here in coming from behind you to get the shot clock.
West quick. Hibbert's going to get to it. First shot clock.
Just take your time here and get a good shot. Just don't rush anything.
George straight on. Good closeout by Chalmers. Here's Hill for 3. Got hit 2. No call. Heat with numbers. Wade attacking. James busting down the lane. And the foul call on Indiana.
Now, we had a number of bumps here once they crossed over half court.
Against George, and this should be 6 on Paul George.
Now just keep an eye. You had one there at half court. Now you had another bump right there and a 3rd bump. So it could have gone any way, but they were all definite calls against Indiana.
And you had Hill bump after he shot the 3.
Yeah.
And we didn't see if that was his follow-through. I was screened out. But Paul George, who averaged 12 a game in the regular season, 9 in that series against Orlando. Players learning at this level how to play, just 22 years old. 1 of 5 from the field. He had 6 points and 2 boards here today. Barbosa comes in. It's Frank Vogel's last time out with Indiana.
5-point game, guys. Come on, we're right there. There you go, right there. It's going to be a 3-point game. It's going to be a 3-point game, and they're walking it up in the half court where they can't score on us. Okay? Well, I'm telling you, if we don't get any more transition buckets, we're not going to win.
39 years old in June from Wildwood, New Jersey, big Philly sports fan. Once appeared on Stupid Human Tricks on the Letterman Show, spinning a basketball on the end of a toothbrush while brushing his teeth. Very likable guy who's made a great impact on the Pacers and the profession. Trapped. Hill got rid of it to West. The clock's at 5. The throw for Barbosa was a turnover by the veteran West.
Now, once again, you forget the initial trap. The initial trap was excellent. It kept them from getting a pass up front, and it also forced them to pass back, which allowed the shot clock to go down and put pressure.
James and Wade at the last 20 points. Huge trip here. MVP time. LeBron floats. No. Who's going to get the loose ball? Hibbert for the Pacers. They don't need 3, but time's a waster. No transition move for the Pacers. Hill off the screen. Short. Anthony goes up and get it, and the challenge by Battier started it all.
Well, that time, that was a high percentage shot. Hill gets into the lane, one of the very few times on the night, and he left it short. Then give Anthony a ton of credit. Anthony has just been great here today, doing his job. See how he cut off the defense, and then he went right up in there and picked up the rebound.
Anthony's going to come to the line. He was a starter for a great part of this season, 51 games. Udonis Haslem replaced him in the lineup. 49 of 71 shooting free throws this year. See, Indiana, like Miami, with 3 timeouts. The dashes under the team names. So certainly time to extend the game here and advance the ball to the front court. 1 of 2 made. The lead is 7, and the Pacers take a timeout. 1:05 left in a second half dominated by Wade and James. Let's take a look at the state of the playoffs, brought to you by State Farm. Congratulations to Vinny Del Negro and the Clippers. They go on the road and win Game 7. A rarity in the NBA, just the 22nd time that's happened in 109 Game 7s. So the Clippers will meet San Antonio, Oklahoma City, and the Lakers on the west side of the bracket. And over here in the east, Boston won Game 1 against Philadelphia. And Hubie, Indiana will go back and look at this if they don't come back and know they had their chances against the Heat in Miami.
Absolutely. And the big thing right now is if you take a 3 and miss it and foul, are you going to extend the lead? The big thing is to score quickly here. And you love it if you take it strong to the basket. You might get a 3-point play off the dribble.
Miami's trademark defense, nearly 4 minutes without a field goal. Pacers need one. They need to get it quick. There's no space to shoot. It's Hibbert from the outside. Not the shot they wanted. With 50 seconds left and the Heat up by 7. The fans rise in Miami.
The Heat have done an excellent job here in cutting off the lanes, trapping hard, and then forcing Indiana into poor percentage shots.
Wade falls, kept the dribble alive. Clock at 5. Here is James. Check, please. Timeout Pacers. Lead is 9. 31.8 to go. Miami has scored 25 points in the quarter. All but 2 from LeBron and D-Wade. The Heat is close to going up 1-0 in the series.
Homicide of young people in America has an impact on all of us. How can we save these young people's lives? As a police chief, I have an opportunity to affect what happens in a major city. If you want to make a difference, you have to have the right education. University of Phoenix opened the door. My name is James Craig. I'm committed to making a difference, and I am a Phoenix.
Visit phoenix.edu to find the program that's right for you. Enroll now.
Those who thought this would be a good series, I think game one shows you a little bit of that, don't you?
I like it. I like what we're seeing here because Indiana has got the feel that they can get them. And I'm not saying they're going to win 4, but I'm saying that they can definitely play with them because they're going to look at the foul shooting. All right, they're going to look at the second chance points that they did not take care of their defensive board. And then here they were with a minute to go. They were right in this game.
Pacers cut it to 1, but they've gone 4-10 without a field goal. That continues as Granger misses. And the question about this Pacer team, do they have a star to close the game? Their best players did not close. Look out, nearly a turnover. Battier with the save. Meantime, Miami's best players have closed it, scoring 22 of the last 23.
Also, Mike, they have to settle out what they want to do with the postmen being fronted so that they do not lose a lot of time on the shot clock.
Wade with the air ball. They'll put just a few tenths of a second back on. But this baby is over, and Indiana will go back to the hotel, scour the video, and see what they can do in game 2. This will be the 13th consecutive playoff win against an Eastern Conference foe against Miami. The Big 3 era, they've played 5 series. They won 4 of them in 5, and then lost the finals to Dallas last year.
Well, we saw in that first half that Indiana showed that they can defend and they can trap. But as the game wore on, Wade and then definitely LeBron James stepped up and just created things. Miami's spacing was absolutely sensational.
Lisa.
Thank you, Mike. LeBron, you and Dwayne scored 22 points together combined in this fourth quarter. You had 16. What was different for you guys in this fourth quarter?
Well, defensively, we stepped up. It was 70-70 at the end of the third. We gave up 16 points. That's what it's all about with our team. We know if we get stops, we get a better opportunity to get a win and execute offensively.
Thank you, and congratulations on your MVP.
Thank you.
Dwayne, how did your mindset change for both you and LeBron when Chris went down with the injury?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, Chris went down, but we went in the back and we told him just get healthy, we got it. So for me, it was just turn it on to be more aggressive offensively, and knew that I was first and second option. So I just started to be more aggressive. They did a great job of giving me the ball in my spots, and I was able to make shots.
Tough game, though. How does this game set the tone for the rest of the series?
Oh, it's going to be a tough series. It's going to be one of these series that's going to go down to, who gets stops, who take care of the ball and who rebounds. So, it's going to be a tough series, and, but we up for the building.
All right, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lisa.
Mike?
Lisa, the Miami Heat scored 53 points in the second half, 42 of them from Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. Game 1 of the series to the Heat, 95-86. Well, final word on this day of the playoffs as we continue